how do we get a feeling of squaring that face up at impact? What did you do differently then on that shot compared to the first one, which went way left?
So each player is different, each person is different, but for me and what I've found for myself and also for my students, I like to isolate what's going on with the right hand and the right wrist. Okay, now this is assuming that my right hand's on the club correctly or neutrally. Like obviously I don't want the right hand too far under the club with the right thumb on the right side of the grip, and I obviously don't want the club too much on this side with the right thumb on the left side, too much in the fingers. We want to feel like the club face and my right hand are pretty much one in the same.
Yeah.
So if I look at my
the right palm is essentially matching the club face.
Correct.
And if you were to join your index and your thumb together, you'll see a little bit of a line form from the thumb and the index. We want that kind of pointing anywhere between the right ear and the right shoulder.
Perfect. Perfect. So now my right palm is basically equivalent to what the club face is for all intents and purposes, right? So now that we got the grip on there correctly, I like to think about where my right palm is pointed at key positions in the golf swing. Okay. So right now my right palm is kind of connected with the club face. It's kind of pointed at my target. We would all agree that's fairly square. Yes. Okay. So as I take it back, what I like to feel is my right palm has some sort of inclination towards the ground. So my right palm is pointed at the ground.
Love it.
So you can see the club is still pointed, club face is still pointed quite a bit at the golf ball.
Yeah, so if this would be straight up and down. Now look at what his right wrist does in the back of his right hand when we adjust here. Now this would be pretty well straight up and down. And guess what? The face is pretty much straight up and down. But if he adds some hinge to the back of the trail wrist, right, so we've got a bit of cupping, now that angle is matching the club face. So that reference there, which is by the time that the club shaft is level with the ground, you want to have the face pointed slightly down to the ground or matching your spine angle.
Absolutely.
From where you were at address.
Absolutely. So in other words, there just hasn't been a ton of change to what was going on in address.
Okay, now, so that's a great checkpoint.
What's next? Great checkpoint. So my next checkpoint is as I get to about left arm parallel, which obviously I don't have my left arm on the club here, but about midway back, once my hands are about the height of my pec and bicep here, I want to feel like my right palm's pointed back at the camera. Or if there's not a camera, back behind me, straight back behind me in this direction. So I don't want the palm pointed back towards me, because look what that does to the club face.
Yeah, great.
That opens it up
so
drastically.
Keeping it nice and simple, as we take the golf club back, we're getting the palm starting to look down to the ground, which actually adds some hinge to our wrists.
Absolutely.
But the next piece is that as I get the then palm facing back behind me, that is going to flatten the left wrist when both hands are on, and it's going to add some width or create some distance between our body and the club, which is super important for creating more distance. So we've got checkpoint 1, we've got checkpoint 2. What's next?
So the whole goal as you're going back is right palm towards the ground, right palm back at the camera, right palm to the sky.
To the sky. Love it. So easy checkpoint.
Easy checkpoints. And you can see that the club face always stays on this side of the shaft. So we never see the club face on that side of the shaft. So you can see my palm's kind of pointed back in my right ear.
Yeah.
How that changes the club face angle drastically.
Put 2 hands on for me and start from address. Let's show the players at home some poor versions of this, right? So let's say that you're going to keep too much cup of your lead wrist for too long, right? Now, palm is up to the sky, and we see the face is up to the sky. Now, as it keeps going up, where is this palm right now?
It's wanting to hit me in the face here.
Where should it be? Big difference. If your club face is so open, it's pointing down to the ground or actually even further behind you, it's some sort of funky direction. Even the club shaft, just getting the feeling that the palm is pointing away from you, can square the face straight away like that. It can sort all your wrist angles out for you and give you a lot of good stuff for free as a result. So Link, checkpoint number 1, we're getting the palm feeling like it's starting to work down to the ground. Checkpoint 2 is palm working away behind us. Checkpoint 3 is up to the sky. What about, let's go down to club shaft parallel to the ground here. This is a very, very crucial position in the golf swing. Where should it feel?
Well, the thing that I like is as we're kind of getting there, I'm trying to feel like the palm is staying back towards that camera as well. So I never want to feel like it's kind of moving this direction. But once we kind of get in that sweet spot, that honey hole where we're kind of getting into the delivery phase, we want to have that right palm back down to the ground as we did in our first checkpoint. because that's going to just create a position where the toe is a little bit on this side of the heel. I still have some bend back or some extension in my right wrist, which is controlling the club face and also giving me some leverage as I come into impact also.
Now, the moment of truth impact, we'll see a lot of players flipping and scooping. Guess where our right palm is when we do that?
Yeah, exactly. Completely opposite.
So where would we want to see it, mate?
We want to see that as we come into impact, we just basically want to maintain that angle as we're coming through here. Now, you'll never do that if that club face will never get any sort of forward shaft lean or my body in good inclinations or any of these things that you're trying to do if that club face is open. Your brain would never do this because I'd hit it right of you.
Yeah.
Now, the better that you have the club face and the more awareness you have of the club face, everything else in your golf swing will improve. Forward shaft lean, compression, rotation, all these buzzwords and things that you're trying to do. If your club face is out of order, especially if it's too open or too closed, obviously, you're never going to, that stuff's never going to work. Your own coordination will be hindering you from doing it. But the more that you're aware of what a square club face should look and feel like, then your body can start training the good things. Reacting in a good way. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we hit a shot for every stage of awareness that we talked about? So let's do a practice swing first of all, and you can follow along at home or at the range, wherever you're watching this. I want you to swing back so your palm's facing slightly down towards the ground, and then practice swing through for me. Perfect. Now go onto the ball, chip that one down for me. So all Link was focusing on then was getting the palm facing down towards the ground, okay? Beautiful, nice straight shot, compressed, crispy, lots of power. All right, stage 2 or section 2, which was when we were getting the palm facing behind us. Always do a practice swing and rehearsal before you hit every shot so you can get a feel, just as Lincoln did then. Great student. Now, as you go into it, hit the shot. Palm, beautiful, love it. Now, you'll notice just with that awareness of getting the palm facing away, how strong the ball flight looks.
Yeah.
And as a result of feeling it away from his body in the backswing, that's encouraging it to actually stay in that same position at the moment of impact. And the last one is getting that palm facing up towards the sky. Now, don't just go from address and then try and get it up towards the sky. Make sure you're still being conscious of those first 2 sections. From address position, go back to section 1, feeling that the face and the palm is facing a little bit more down towards the ground. Section 2 away from us, then rehearse to the top. 3 up towards the sky, swing through, then go ahead and hit the shot.
Okay.
Let's see that.
So I'm aware of my first checkpoint, my second checkpoint, now feeling that at the top.
Perfect.
Face feels really good. Do one little practice swing through the whole thing. Face feels like it's really ready to rock.
Perfect. You can see when he blended it together, it's like 0.6 degrees right at the target.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, that second last checkpoint we gave you in this position in the downswing when the face is pointing down, you can rehearse that as well. But just to keep it simple for your practice, you will find that if you get those first 3 checkpoints down pat, by club shaft parallel, lead arm parallel, and at the top of the swing, feeling that the face is turning down behind you and then up at the sky, well, just very quickly, you could start to regain some control over that club face and hit some straight shots just like that.
Thanks for watching this video. YouTube thinks that you would benefit from watching this one next. So click that card and it could be the tip that you need to take your game to the next level. I'll see you next time.